Does it ever feel like you're a marketing professional just speaking into the void? Well, with LinkedIn ads, you can know you're reaching the right decision makers. You can even target buyers by job title, industry, company, seniority, skills. Wait, did I say job title yet? Get started today and see how you can avoid the void and reach the right buyers with LinkedIn ads. We'll even give you a $100 credit on your next campaign. Get started at linkedin.com/results. Terms and conditions apply.
Out here, it's not only the amazing views, but the way time stretches out a little longer. How laughter bellows louder among friends, and how the breeze hits just right at the summit. With All Trails, you can discover and experience the best of nature, with over 450,000 trails worldwide and navigation right at your fingertips. Find your outside with All Trails. Download the free app today and find your next outdoor adventure.
This podcast is brought to you by Aura. Imagine waking up to find your bank account drained, bills for loans you never took out, a warrant for your arrest, all because someone stole your identity. Hackers aren't waiting. Why are you? That's why we're thrilled to partner with Aura. Your personal data is a goldmine for hackers, and Aura helps lock it down. Aura monitors the dark web, blocks data brokers from selling your information, includes a VPN for private browsing, and a password manager to secure your accounts before criminals break in. For a limited time, Aura is offering our listeners a 14-day free trial plus a dark web scan to check if your personal information has been leaked, all for free at aura.com/safety. That's aura.com/safety to sign up and start protecting yourself and your loved ones. That's aura.com/safety. Terms apply. Check the site for details.
You better wait here. I'll be back in 10 minutes.
Even 10 minutes is a long time to be away from you.
You better wait here. I'll be back in 10 minutes.
Even 10 minutes is a long time to be away from you.
Culture Uncut podcast. We back at it. Thursday show, 3-man crew, 3-man weave. DJ Nova Fresh.
What it do?
My God, man. Louisiana's finest, man. You already know what time it is. Flu game for my dog. He under the weather a little bit. Trey Pound of moisturizer, keeping the streets wet.
Oh yeah, one splash at a time.
Walk slowly across that floor when the floor's wet, man. You just can't be, scurrying across. You slip and bust your ass. You feel me? Treyway ain't got no workers' comp.
None whatsoever. You gotta get it how you live. Pull yourself up by the bootstraps, ain't that right?
Pull yourself up by the straps.
Every time, bootstrap.
Hey, man, Thursday show, we're going to keep it short and quick, man, but we got to tap in with the streets, man. Let's get into it. Peace, love, and blessings. That's all I'm after. Beautiful woman, good cushion, a whole lot of laughter. Designer linen to stay dapper, then cap it off with a fly-ass caption to go with these moments we captured. It's your boy Silk, and I'm kicking it with my brethren, fellas.
What it do? It's your boy DJ Overfresh, and I think some of my people done gave me some sickness.
Shout out to the vid. Juice Man, yeah, that's me. It's your boy Trey Pound, the moisturizer, president of Wet Lives Matter, because if it ain't wet, then it don't matter. Splash.
Hey, man, we back at it. 3-man crew, 3-man we appreciate everybody that's hanging out with us. Let me get the ticker rolling. We need all the likes, all the comments. We own and popping on YouTube. Subscribers is growing. The analytics is growing. We appreciate everybody that's hanging out with us each and every show. Tell your coworkers, tell your friends, tell your family. Just check out this new podcast. It's a little different. Some people I know, they be kicking some shit a little bit. Advertise us a little bit. What's up, man?
What's up? Show some love.
It don't cost nothing.
Hey, man. Long little Juice Man, bro. I'm under the weather and the Juice Man gone, bro. That was some sad news this morning. Man, I just laid curled up, just contemplating life, bro. We done lost one of the greats, man.
We're going to talk about the Juice is loose in the minute and the white Bronco shenanigans, man. Rest in peace to OJ. But let's talk about your flu, man. Well, I know you got to be nervous to cough in these streets these days, bro. COVID's still out there. You sure you ain't got the Rona, or you sure it's a flu?
He got that shit.
It's the flu. It ain't the Rona, man. It's the flu, bro. Because with the Rona, I don't smell nothing on that Rona. You hear me?
Bitch, bitch on advance by now, boy.
Yeah.
What you talking about?
Strains now.
Nah, this. I'm probably not even the flu. I think more like the respiratory infection, to be honest with you, because of the change of weather, man. It's been going from hot to cold, and then the pollen kicking up. You know what I'm saying? It's just, hey, man, I'm breathing in everything. My nose ain't big.
Using all the excuses. Usually, like, people have one picked out what caused them to get sick, but you got the whole menu.
He the cat at work that try to act like he got a tough immune system, but you can just tell his shit weak as fuck. And like, nah, bro, you sick, man. Stay your ass home.
Nah, I got a cold.
Acting up.
It got to be bad for me to get sick, you hear me? But something got me. It's all good, though. I'll be bounced back like a throwback. Mitchell and Ness, you know what I'm talking about?
I see you still in uniform. You got to work. Y'all don't call off like civilians when y'all get sick and shit? How that work?
Huh?
Y'all don't call off work sick like civilians, or y'all still got to show up to work? Like, how that work out for y'all guys?
Shit don't stop, bro. The world don't stop.
He tell the work.
I go to war, huh?
Man, look, you could be a quadriplegic. You will still show up.
He got it. He teleworking. He virtual. He got his uniform. He just got a top on. He probably sitting down in his boxes.
On the real, I haven't been sick, dog. I haven't had a common cold, a flu, or any of that. I'm saying like 4 or 5 years, some shit.
No.
I skate through, man. My whole house be sick. Like, my wife was just coughing. I can hear her out there right now. Man, the whole house get hit. I be walking through here like I'm like a broccoli superhero or some shit. Yeah, bro. Like that plant-based super, you know what I'm saying? Superman shit. Like when Popeye eat the spinach out of a can, that's real shit. You gotta eat the
broccoli superhero.
So you saying I ate some chicken that had a cold?
Yeah, you got a swine flu.
It weakens the immune system a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Just a tad bit. Just giving you a hard time, bro. Yeah, outside your weak ass immune system, man. Your weak being solid.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I got a strong immune system, bro. Like I say, it happens to the best of us, bro. It's always it's always with the change of the weather, man.
Yeah,
they got me, son.
Sure, it happens. I had this cat at work. Motherfucker, he came in the other day telling me complaining about his daughter had pink eye. And then he called. He's like, man, I don't know, man. It's just something going on with my eye. I was like, yeah. I was like, yeah. Don't bring your ass into work. You probably got the same shit your daughter got. And he told me, said, nah, I think it's just my allergies, and started coming up with all these other random shit. So he won't claim the pink eye.
The men be too tough to say they sick. How long it took you to say, yeah, I'm sick? I know you probably went through coughing.
This morning.
Like
this
right
morning
away.
when I got up, boy, I was drenched, body hot, aching. So I was like, yeah, your boy's sick, man. Like flu game Jordan, man. You know what I'm saying? That came through.
You better than me. I'm a whole bitch when I get sick. Like I can't do nothing. Like I'm gonna go get me some soup. I'm gonna curl up under the blankets. I'm calling off from life. Like forget work. Like I'm calling off from everything. Once I'm below the weather, cuz can't do it.
I want you to treat me like it's my fucking birthday too. Motherfucking cater to me, make me soup.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Put a blanket on me. Like, do you
treat me like a pregnant woman, man.
Oh, yeah.
Like, you know how they treat pregnant women and shit? Like they going in the labor, wheel me around in the wheelchair and all that shit.
Oh, yeah.
Women, you know, that is like a thing that women be saying that dudes are we be so dramatic when we get sick. Man, nobody like being sick because it's like you understand like our body shuts down as a man, bro. Like that's a lot. That's a lot. We only so tough, you know what I'm saying? Like we could survive gunshot wounds, you know, we could jump from cliffs to cliffs, but we get sick, bro.
They don't want to hear none of that shit.
Nah, because we do so much. We do so much. We go so hard that when your body is telling you to shut it down, it's telling you to shut it down, man.
Shit, that'll tell you quick. Boy, I can push a baby out of my coochie, nigga. I don't want to hear none of that shit.
I know, but that ain't the same.
Me
bro.
too, if I had to. You know what I'm saying? Like I ain't putting that against me. I ain't got the opportunity. You should. I'm just saying.
You want to go one of them surgeries? You want to go one of them surgeries?
No, surgery not even gonna help you push your baby out. I'm just saying you're not like stronger than me because you just was given that job.
Inside out. You get it flipped inside out.
Filleted. But they got science.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They can make it happen now. They
That's
can
the
make it
thing.
happen.
Like they get to carry the baby. We got to carry around this sperm, bro, every day, and that's a different type of pressure. Like we walking around with the life every day, just loaded in a gun and got to shoot it somewhere. They just walk around with eggs. You know, pressure's a little different. So shout out to the baby.
Them eggs slide out though.
Appreciate y'all.
Them eggs slide out every month.
You ever slid one out?
Huh?
No, I said them eggs slide out every month.
Oh, for sure. We're not gonna get into like
anatomy
because I'm gonna stink at that. I don't know what the hell I be talking about half the time when it pertains to that.
I'm just saying, bro. I'm still a trooper. You know, I try my hardest, but I be shutting down. I shut down after like noon today, man. I shut it down, bro. I was like, I couldn't carry on no more, man.
Do you isolate yourself?
Yeah, I do. I do. I ain't walk around with no mask on. You know what I'm saying? Nothing like that.
Oh, we know that.
Y'all gonna get it too. You heard me?
No, you ain't walking around with no mask.
You ain't wearing no mask, man.
Nah, I'm gonna see who immune system the strongest in here. One team, one fight.
Little natural selection.
Yeah. Gonna knock. Hey, why you bullshit? That what COVID was. Natural selection.
Oh, for sure. Like implemented by the government. You want me to get in my conspiracy bag? I got a tin hat over here.
It took some motherfuckers out. It took some motherfuckers out. It was out of here, boy.
Shit, I seen your boy, man. Your boy pulled up in Atlanta at Chick-fil-A serving chicken sandwiches and shit.
That's my dog, bro.
Trump. Serving these niggas chicken in Atlanta.
Yeah, milkshakes. Hey, that boy Trump walked in the restaurant on some real OG shit.
Say, oh me?
On me. Everything on me.
Chicken's on me, niggas.
Everything on me, bro. Ain't nobody fucking with Trump. Oh, man.
That's a good sentiment.
Ice cream. Like, did ice cream ever get anybody ice cream? Ice cream Joe ever got anybody ice cream?
If a man buy me ice cream, I'm squaring up with him. You ever buy me ice cream? I'll shoot your mama house up, boy. Don't ever do that.
Shout out to a real one. Trump a real one, bro.
I don't want your ice cream, cuz.
He's a real OG, bro. That boy came to Chick-fil-A and served up everybody, man. Everybody got everything, bro. On him.
I mean, man, he just went and like just paid one of his donators.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I'm pretty sure Chick-fil-A donate to his campaign, so he just went and do something. He probably ain't paid for it.
Oh,
he
no.
might have didn't pay for it.
That's
If you
all I
think
love
about
though. Y'all just mad, bro. That's some real stuff. Real heroes do real things, bro.
What
Trump
shoes was he wearing?
2024.
Was he wearing his shoes?
He wouldn't wear them shits.
No,
Have,
he
we ever
didn't.
seen-
He, didn't-
have we seen Trump in his own shoes?
No.
he ain't gotta wear them. He
broke
made
them
them.
out for- He broke
He
them
ain't gotta
out
wear 'em.
for the colors.
He about to make some Trump slides. He about to make
Mike
some Trump
Copper.
slides.
Let's talk about OJ, man. Your background is wild. Rest in
Man.
peace, OJ. It's been like OJ's a polarizing guy. You know, it depends on what you believe in. Some people think he did the murder. OJ never really admitted to it. How they tried to make it sound like he did in that book. But some people think he's guilty, but was found innocent in the court of law. And today, like the takes and the opinions post death kind of resemble that. They're a little mixed. Some people sad, saying we lost a great one. One of the best running backs ever, top 5 in my opinion.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
He's top 3 for me. Joe,
He's up there.
He ran off the field and on
What's
the
your
field.
3? What's your 3? Since you saying top 3?
Yeah, so you gotta count him out already.
Yeah, I ain't got him in my 3, bro. That's crazy.
Barry Sanders.
Uh-huh.
Damn, man.
You gotta have sweetness.
Oh, yeah.
Who? Wild Payton. He in the top
You
5.
gotta have sweetness. No, 3. You gotta have sweetness in the top 3, man.
Oh man.
Walt might be my GOAT.
Yeah.
Oh, for real? OJ didn't do it. Rob say
OJ did that shit, boy.
he didn't do it, bro. He was
I don't
acquitted in the
know.
court of
I
law.
don't know.
He had a fair
All right,
trial.
we go ahead,
That
get
glove-
us in top 3 before we get there.
Hold on, the glove was smaller than the motherfucker too. Like,
Yeah.
go ahead.
Yeah,
Get into
if
your
it
3.
don't-
You know.
If you don't, Barry Sanders. I'm gonna go. It used to be Emmett, but Emmett personality as a human, bro. He just
Oh, we talking about running the ball, man. You can't
Yeah.
take E-Man out of that, man. That's a Florida Gator and a Florida boy, man. Like, you gotta talk, like, relax.
man.
I don't think you standing on
If you're
business.
taking Coons out of all your top 5, I like to hear your basketball, your wide receiver.
Okay,
shit.
I'm gonna
Like, I
go.
hear all
I'm
your
gonna
shit.
go.
Well, you gotta take OJ out of that
Emmett,
then.
and I'm gonna
Yeah, how
take OJ.
OJ make it?
Yeah.
How
Because
OJ make it?
killing it on the field, he killed it on the field and off the field. He killed it.
But
he's
he's definitely
King Coon.
Coon.
Nah,
He
man,
definitely
OJ.
King Coon, bro.
He just OJ, bro. He not
Okay.
black. He just OJ.
Yeah.
I mean, no, that ain't gonna work. Not on this show. It's the Coach Uncut podcast. This ain't the
Man,
Cool
that,
Uncut
hey,
podcast.
that man died a free man.
OJ
though.
was a, I like shout out to OJ Freeman, one of the best running backs all time. But if you taking Emmitt Smith out of your top 5 for being a coon, like
I ain't say Emmett was a coon. I just say he got a nasty personality as a human in real life. But I'll leave him at number 2 and OJ number 3.
okay, interesting. I ain't gonna get into it all. Like it's not a
Juice
sports
man,
show, so
bro.
we ain't gonna go too deep. What was y'all thoughts of the day when it first hit? He died from cancer.
I was, bro, it fucked
76
me up.
years old.
It fucked
76
me
is
up,
a full
dog.
life.
It fucked me up. That's probably why I'm sick, because I subconsciously felt OJ, man.
You didn't drink OJ, is why you sick.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna say it fucked me up.
It fucked the city. It definitely fucked the world up with this one, bro.
You think so?
Hell yeah, it's OJ.
Nah, I've been seeing all types of doggone.
It's beef out there.
Oh yeah.
They just hate OJ, man. 100 million people tuned in to see OJ acquitted, bro. That just tell you how powerful the Juice Man is, bro.
No, they ain't got shit to do with the Juice Man. They got shit to do with black people. Period. Juice Man ain't had shit to do with that.
Do what? What did I miss?
He said, how many people tuned in?
100 million. 100 million.
They ain't had nothing to do with the Juice Man. That was because we was on the brink of that was right after the damn Rodney King riots. All that shit was just going on. Yeah, a lot of shit going on.
That was gonna happen regardless, dog. Like, that like made black people want to like take OJ's side, because we always, as a culture, knew he wasn't rocking with the culture like that. Like, people weren't really moving with OJ. OJ ain't had no black women in his roster. Like, he moved.
He did his first wife. His first wife was black.
He cut that bitch off fast.
Yeah, he lived up to the stereotypical. Oh, he got some money, and then when they got a white woman, he lived up to that shit. You know what I'm saying? So the culture wasn't really rocking with OJ like that. For me as a kid, I never got to see OJ really play as a jit. We was babies and shit. But we got to see him run through airports. He was doing all the car commercials and shit like that. Like OJ
Naked
was
Gun, the Naked Gun movie.
Naked Gun. Like he's an actor. Like he was. People don't realize it now. Like the youth don't realize how big of a star he was. Actor in Hollywood, he was big time. So when that shit happened, like I think like people were going to tune in heavily because, bro, he was a NFL anchor. You know, on Sundays when you tuned in to football, OJ was one of those guys. Like we just said in movies, commercials, he was one of them dudes. And
he could navigate the room, bro. He broke down barriers and he could navigate the room, bro.
Yeah,
Telling you, he opened the door for a lot of cats, bro. OJ did.
He opened the door, but he also showed us like he really ain't for the culture too early when like Jim Brown and Muhammad Ali was standing up for some real shit, and then he was like opted out and like, nah, fuck that, I'm gonna go play. I'm gonna play regardless. So,
I mean. That's why I said we started taking them dudes out. Michael Jordan, at the height of a lot of our shit, was saying Republicans wear Jordans when they asked him about racism and shit. So, like, if we started taking like our greats and our goats out because of some of their political stands, like, we're gonna have an empty cupboard, bro. Because most of these dudes weren't about standing on no shit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Jim Brown, shout out to Jim Brown, was a straight up gangster in a lot
Kareem
of
Abdul.
Yeah, Kareem Abdul. No, there's some gangsters out there now.
Yeah,
and they took some of the corporate bite on some of that. Like OJ not doing a lot of the stuff that we're talking about. That's the reason he was given the opportunities to do commercials and act and some of the other stuff he got into.
But it brought him to the mainstream. It brought a black face to the mainstream. I respect him for that.
Yeah, but what you do to get there don't, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you sold your soul.
We don't know that, though. How we know he sold his soul, though? How he know he just didn't be OJ? He transcended above that.
Because I think he also stated that he wanted to like stand up for some shit. That's how we know, because he mentioned later on that, hey, I wanted to be about some of this shit, but he didn't do it.
Yeah, I mean, he came from. You got to look at his background, man. Came from the projects. You know, grew up around pimps, hustlers. You know what I'm saying? He one of one to make it. You know what I'm saying? Nobody was checking for the high school he went to in San Francisco. Nobody was checking for that. He was a kid out the projects, man. He put USC on the map. You know what I'm saying? So you got to give him that respect in those regards. Like, he had a family to feed. So I don't think he sold out to the detriment of his people. I just think that at a time, like you say, some things that he could have stood on business for, but he also was in the light, got casted in major movies, like, you think of Hurts. I always think of OJ when I think of Hurts. Him running through the parking garage, sliding over cars and stuff. You know what I'm saying?
When I see Broncos, I think of OJ.
That too.
It's
Broncos are always synonymous. Like, they just brought Ford Broncos back, and what do people think about OJ?
I mean, if I think about the Buffalo Bills, I think about either him or Jim
OJ?
Kelly, but I think OJ first when I first think about Buffalo Bills.
Yeah.
I think Thurman Thomas, Lawrence Taylor, probably top two that I think of.
Lawrence Taylor's up there. No, Lawrence Taylor's a Giants.
No, Giant. Yeah, my bad. Definitely Thurman.
Same colors.
Thurman Thomas, yeah. But I feel like he did have some dark demons about him. You know what I'm saying? I don't condone domestic violence. You know what I'm saying? That's never a way for anybody. But I still think he did greatness on and off the field. And he wasn't polarizing in the aspect of, I mean, you knew where he stood, and he stood on that the whole time. He didn't flip-flop back and forth.
I think just culturally, like for us, like in the era that he came up through, like there was like what civil rights, you had Vietnam, you had a lot of shit that was going on that impacted the culture heavily, and we needed a voice, we needed rights, you know, we needed somebody to stand up, and for you to choose not to in that moment, I think it could come across as, you know, like, all right, you choosing $1 over, you know, some shit that can, you know, be life changing.
But I still feel like he still made headway in areas because he paved the way for athletes. You know what I'm saying? To get casted in movies, to get major commercials, to get those broadcasting things.
But you know how we view Hollywood and that shit, though.
Yeah, that's true.
What do you mean?
Like for people who would sell their soul to get movies or get the
I wouldn't
main-
say he sold his soul. I don't think he cared enough. Like I say, you got to think about it, man. You take a kid that never had nothing, and you give him this opportunity because he look at it like this: where were they when I wasn't eating? You know what I'm saying? None of these people were putting food on my table.
Yeah, I think like all of that responsibility, you know, it's just like while we would want, like I look for my favorite athletes to do that. Even when I was a kid, right? When things happen, or in my young adulthood, you would look to like some of these guys to see if they take a stance on it. And I applaud the dudes like Kyrie, you know, whenever LeBron took a stance when whatever may have happened with, you know, unarmed black people getting killed, protesting, whatever it may be. I appreciate all the athletes that do it, but like as I get older, you gotta, of course, you have your personal opinion about him, but you gotta separate because he's still great. It's just we would have wanted and wished that he would have stood more on blackness and, you know, put himself out there and sacrifice as Nova saying, like you sacrificing money when you do that. So, and he's saying it's like everybody's not gonna be up for that sacrifice, bro. And he may not be in a person for it's like being in a football huddle. Like everybody's not gonna be that rah-rah leader. Everybody's not Tim Tebow. Everybody's not Tom Brady. Some quarterbacks are Kurt Warner and they lead a little bit differently, but OJ just was about OJ. Like when he said, I'm not black, I'm OJ, he pretty much laid out who he was and what he was about. And he was about taking himself to a certain level, certain status, his personal, his family, his legacy, but it wasn't about blackness. But when things turned for him, of course, you know, black people, we were more. I don't even think we were standing up for OJ. We just didn't. We didn't fuck with the American justice system, and
exactly.
It was more
That's
okay.
What it was.
If somebody's black that's going through something, we keep getting treated unjustly, whether it's Rodney King or whatever else may be going on in LA at that time, or in Black America at that time. We were more against the system than anything. I don't think we was trying to hooray OJ at all.
Yeah, I agree. And then when you look at like his story, his upbringing, like his family was from Louisiana, and they was on a farm, and they left Louisiana because of slavery and how like the racism, how thick it was down in the South. So they're like, all right, let's move out west. And then they move out west and they face a different type of racism type shit. And then, you know, going through like the structure of that and also moving along, like you had watch riots. You had a whole lot of shit that was going on that kind of like
right.
Culturally, we were like, damn, you know, we need somebody to speak for us.
But could he been speaking in the closed doors? I mean, there's some people.
We know OJ was.
We don't know that. We don't know that to be true. Some people.
I mean,
some
his counterparts in the era, and everybody from the era were like, it's very vocal about who was doing what in the community. It's okay if that he wasn't. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like
sometimes you don't have to be vocal about what you do. Some people move in silence behind closed doors. Maybe he was in the room with people and he was able to change their perception. You know what I'm saying? In a calm talking manner. Like not everybody is vocal about what they do. It's a lot of great people. It's like
he needed a character witness, and nobody came out and said, OJ's giving out turkeys, man. Like, no, he didn't murder her. There was a time where he did need a character witness, and nobody from the hood was like, yeah, he free in the projects, man. He really come through like Nino Brown and take care of us every Christmas.
No, they were like, man, we done seen OJ, you know, he kicked Margaret to the curb, got that white woman. OJ
like,
ate a belt.
Like you sometimes you don't hear about like heroes.
That's
like
true.
The some people just move in silence. Like nobody would have ever known.
Jordan did a lot in silence that you find out later, right? Yeah. We hear about what he didn't do and how he didn't speak up. But as we get older, we start finding out about philanthropy that he did, but just wasn't advertised.
Yeah.
So you are right in a certain essence.
Yeah. Like you wouldn't know like the owner of Little Caesars paid Rosa Parks rent and made sure she was straight. You know what I'm saying? Now them little popping things they got, them little puff things, them things fire, bro. You go
That's why
get.
you sick right now.
I ate the cheese ones. That's
From Little
vegetarian. Yeah.
No,
Thanks,
can't.
Boy, I ain't eat shit for Little Caesars. Boy, I don't care how.
Caesar,
What they got
tell
cow
you.
shoe? Because they have calcasieu cheese.
No, Little Caesar tell you eat this shit right now in the parking lot, or it's gonna be terrible later.
Hell yeah. Hell
It's on the
yeah.
back
That's
of
why I
the
say
box.
hot and ready.
Yeah,
That's why
yeah.
I say hot and ready.
You gotta eat this now on the way out the door, sir. If not, that bitch gonna be cardboard in about an hour.
But it's a lot of greats that like I say, moved in silence. Maybe that's gonna come out later. Maybe people are scared to speak up and give that image because the image is so negative,
they'll be
OJ.
that
So no matter what good you say, they're gonna knock it down anyway because they're gonna say, "Oh, he's a murderer." You know, he was acquitted, man.
Y'all know I be I'm a conspiracy bag, and a lot of most conspiracy theorists don't think OJ did it. I know y'all don't be.
I think his son. I think his son did it. I think his son did
I
it.
ain't finna get his son a murder charge. That's crazy.
Conspiracy,
Why would you
let's
think?
go.
Why would you think a son?
Because the knives that were used, you know, if you look at some of the stuff that was out and in detail, the knives that were used were chef knives that were all
What would be the
ordered
motive?
by the.
What would be the motive?
He hated his stepmom for probably taking money from him or holding money. You know what I'm saying? Because she had the bag, she had the OJ bag. You know what I'm saying?
That's
Probably
what
was
I'm
just tired of it,
No.
or she
OJ
probably
had
owed him some
something.
dope. She probably owed him some money for dope.
I
'Cause,
don't
mean,
know who-
let's not act like she was a saint. Let's not act like she wasn't a dope fiend. Nah, she wasn't the best character, and we want to sit up there
No,
and
but
talk
don't-
about
it don't
George
like she was-
Floyd.
It don't look like she was
Yeah.
going broke as a dope fiend though. Like it don't look like she was short on money at all.
Man, she was one of those rich crackheads.
Yeah, I think it's
you
interesting.
put crack
just
on
watching-
everybody, boy.
Man, she was doing crack, heroin, everything, bro. Let's not act like she was a saint walking around here.
I mean, she
Yeah,
got
man.
murdered, bro. Like she's definitely not like like the person.
Hey,
you coming at.
if George Floyd, if we could talk about George Floyd and fentanyl, then we could talk about Nicole Simpson and crack and other drugs, heroin, all that other stuff. It's fair game.
It's just apples and oranges. It's not.
It's
not
apples
the
and
same
apples.
thing. No, it's not apples and apples.
The
man.
drug use led to her death.
Nobody's making Nicole Simpson a martyr or anything like that.
Oh.
We just
Yes,
talking
they are.
about- No, I don't think
Not-
anybody did. But yeah, she did use a lot of people. Most people in LA are using drugs. The average person use drugs or got some type of vice. Everybody got some evils in their life a little bit. But I think it's interesting. Like one of the people that had posted in the conspiracy theories is like it's rarely that you see a murder case like this and nobody from her side was called to the stand. Like there's some people think there's people like it may have happened all on her camp and on her side, and they thought it was very interesting in that nobody, you know, any of her friends, family, none of them was called to the stand.
Of course.
They know what
Everyone-
time it was. They're like, she shouldn't have been dating that nigga anyway. We told you about that big nose motherfucker, and you still want to go out and do it. All right, this is what you get.
It was divorce, Trey. What you talking about?
Oh shit. They were divorced, but I'm pretty sure like that was pretty like a common thing in there. I'm pretty sure they wasn't happy that she was dating him, is what I'm trying to say. Like I don't think they was thrilled about her dating OJ because he also had a reputation.
Man, you crazy, man. You think this think about it. This rich NFL great come start dating her. You think her friends is like, don't date him, he's black. Hell no. That's the one to date.
Man, my thing is,
They were ecstatic when he like when she from what I know, like watching like the movie that they put out, or like just, you know, stuff that's out there about it. Like, yeah, at first shit was, you know how shit started off, then it got abusive, but at first I don't think nobody was worried about him being black. When you a millionaire in black, you're accepted into those circles with dating. You know, she wasn't from no rich family or anything like that. But I think it's interesting, like post-death, like watching all of these people when they die, even with Kevin Samuel, right? Like the size of it, these polarizing dudes, the size of it could be just, you know, just as controversial as it was when they were living, is just as that when they pass. So it's just like, you know, watching how their legacies play out, you know, what history says about this person. Maybe 10 years from now, it's going to be totally different, you know. But right now, it's kind of split. And I thought it would be more, I didn't know it would be like 50-50 like it is to me. To me, it's kind of even. Like, black people still putting out stats and talking about like he's the greatest running back. And I don't mind that because just like my take on Ike Turner or any of these dudes, like Ike Turner died and his reputation is just a woman beater. But when you go and look at the history of who he was, like he created rock and roll. Like he's the inventor of it. When you go Google it, and the average person don't know that about him. What we know about him is he's a woman beater. And I think like people are more complex than just, you know, their downs and their lows in life. Like we all have our lows. Celebrities' lows are just advertised on television. We get to see it. But people are more complex than that. Like people do good, people do bad. And you get to see a little bit of both when they die. It's just sometimes you don't. Sometimes you just hear all the evils. But OJ's a little more mixed than I thought it would be.
Yeah, I think if you think about it, like in our lifetime, there's probably like three significant events that stand out as far as it's culturally where we like, you know, got together on some shit. Definitely one was, let me think. Definitely one was OJ. And I would say the Barack Obama shit. And then Black Lives Matter. Probably like the three significant events where like culturally, like we all kind of like got
it's
together.
more. It's so many more. Like if we really got to take time, like Trayvon Martin, like there's a lot of them if we just take our time. Because
but the Trayvon Martin thing, like we collectively like got together, but did it like change like an outcome? You know, like the OJ Simpson, we got together and it changed the outcome of that case.
No, he just had some good lawyers.
Dude, that's it.
We were just captivated by
money he spent. Real shit.
Oh, Million Man March. Yeah.
And Million Man March was shot to Farrakhan, man, putting that shit together. That shit was crazy, man. Super. I remember like as a jit, you know, my dad and my uncles and my dad friends talking about that getting together and people trying to make it out to Washington to do that. Super impressive, man. That whole movement was dope as hell. I forgot about that one. It's a lot if we sit down and think about it. Like I think there's more, but those are the ones that stick out the most off the top of my head, though.
Mm-hmm.
I think you're right.
Those are some good ones. Those were some good ones. It was some catalysts that really united. Hell, we were united during the riots, the Rodney King. We rioted for Rodney King.
Well, that was around the same
injustice.
time as
same time.
That was 2 years. I think 2 years apart. It was still like on edge. I think that's why people.
But them boys that got off,
I think the ruling. Ruling was around. Like the incident happened. I think 2 years. It was 2 years.
It was in
apart,
92.
The ruling had to be. The ruling was close to the OJ thing, though.
Yeah. So it was like, hey man.
Ruling.
Hey, them boys done got off on this. Y'all got to give us one.
If you take OJ, boy, they was ready, man. The streets was ready, bro. The streets was ready. You know.
Oh, they was gonna test some shit up for sure.
Oh, yeah.
It's two places. I think two places in the United States that's always gonna pop off when it comes to some stuff. Oakland and LA. They gonna test some shit up. Oakland and LA.
That's where the Black Panther was originated.
Yeah.
Yeah, the movement they stand on business out there in a lot of capacities, man.
Yeah,
they can organize. They when they need to, they can well organize. You know,
y'all remember the vibes when the motherfucker OJ got off on that shit? Motherfucker whites. Oh my God, that's why I'm asking all the whites right now. Give us a little bit moment to know.
Agree.
Celebrate the life of brother Orenthal right now before y'all go ahead and start bashing them real quick. But man, y'all remember the vibes, man? White people, man, it was furious. Man. OJ got off on that shit.
I mean, it would have been reversed for us. I think like the media made it like such a race. Media is a part of that too. Like media puts a lot of propaganda out there, and it became this whole race thing. And that's why we celebrated like somebody being not guilty for a murder. And I do, like I said, it's just, I don't know enough about it. I don't think we all know enough about like the real case. It was so much bad police work. It was just sloppy from go. So it's hard to say what's what. But like
then you
the
had racist
division,
police officers. They didn't make it no better. So
LA PD is just known for like just
the Rampart. That was around the time of the Rampart situation, like with those corrupt police officers at the Rampart Division, North Hollywood. It was LAPD didn't have a good rap. Still kind of don't.
all right, this is gonna be a quick show, man. Let's move on off the
Rest in peace, OJ,
Flat
man.
Trey. Yeah, rest in peace to like definitely rest in peace to OJ. Sleep up, man. I think it was dope the way he, kept good energy and good vibes on his way out. Like his good memories of him late in his life. 76 to me is a full life. To see him wrap up with Cameron, it is what it is show. He did some good content. He just stayed active, didn't try to keep that murder cloud over him. Kept talking about sports, moving around a little bit. And you think Chloe sad?
Oh yeah. I
think
was
she devastated.
If you think about everything that the OJ brought, he brought us the Kardashians. He brought us the Bronco.
Yeah.
Brought us
Hertz rental car.
Hertz rental car. Naked Gun.
Gloves. He brought us those gloves, isotoner gloves. He brought everything, man.
Gloves,
Bruno
gloves,
Malley.
man.
Bruno Malley shoes.
Oh man.
Nobody wasn't wearing no Bruno Malleys like that.
Man, we wouldn't even if it wasn't for OJ, we wouldn't even be talking about the Kardashians right now.
Nope. Not at all.
That's right. I mean, you got Kim Kardashian probably wouldn't. Ray J might not have hit that.
Nope.
Yeah, she would have been doggone making. Let me stop.
That boy made the 405 freeway famous. You know what I'm saying? It's one of the busiest freeways in LA. He shut it down. Who you know shut down the freeway? OJ.
Man, that
That's the
video
man.
of OJ riding that fucking Bronco down that freeway, boy, that
OJ
shit.
wasn't driving, man. OJ a player. OJ got hired fucking.
All I'm saying is, bro, if you ever been on the 405 in LA, bro, to shut that down, shut that down, bro, you literally shut down all of LA to shut down the 405. That's how major that highway is. And OJ did it. Got an escort to his house. Who else would do something like that?
They played that shit in my closet. I think I was in 5th grade, bro. Like,
Bruh.
I
remember in the living room watching
that
that.
shit on TV. And it was. I had a white teacher. She was devastated, man. Every little black kid in that class was cheering. Go OJ!
You know what I'm saying? But the white tears, man, you can hear them motherfuckers from around the world. The white from when
It's
when
not
OJ
funny, but it's funny, man.
Yeah. It ain't
I got
funny,
home cheering for OJ. I got home. I was like, "Is he still driving, Mama?"
I was sitting in the living room, bro, at home, bro, watching that, just glued to the TV, like, go OJ, go.
Yeah, like
Go,
he broke on a sweep.
And right after that, I remember my daddy popping in.
Boy, that
the
boy had
VHS
some good
of,
gas mileage in that Bronco too.
The
boy.
Naked Gun.
It did get some good gas, man. I was like, "You got to run out, man. That shit."
It didn't, but nobody talk about how his homeboy rolled with him to the end, bro. That's a true
That's a true friend.
that's a true rider, bro. That's a true rider. Like, you don't find
I'll be
many
real
friends
with
like
you.
that, man.
Might have
If
been
I'm
him
in the
who did
Bronco with you and you killed a white woman, I am jumping out while that bitch rolling. Like, listen, yo, you killed a white woman, bro. Like, you didn't tell me that.
Oh yeah.
I gotta get out of here,
I don't think he knew though. Cause like back then there wasn't no
he
social media. It wasn't no like he didn't get no
Nah,
alert.
he believed OJ
he knew.
didn't do it, bro. He rolled with him to the end, bro. That's the definition
Even
of
if
a real rider, bro.
Even if I believe you didn't do it, it's a white woman, bro. They finna gun this thing. This is LAPD. They finna gun this car down is what I'm thinking.
But they couldn't kill OJ on national TV, bro. That would have been devastating.
But he
now,
seen what they did to Rodney King.
now, if OJ would have been militant, they would have gunned him down. But
yeah. If that was Jim Brown in that Bronco, they was gonna AK
they would have gunned him down.
and saw it in half.
They'd have Swiss
sure.
cheese that.
Yeah,
But it's OJ, man. They let that boy pull up to his house in Brentwood.
Shit ain't been the same since.
I ain't been the same since. I'm gonna take that ride this weekend, bro. I'm gonna cruise down the 405. Take that.
You gonna rent your Bronco?
Yeah, gonna cruise down the 405 this
I
weekend.
thought Bronco
bro.
as
Shout
like
out.
a company missed the opportunity today, right?
Oh yeah.
It's
Man,
like
they
some
did,
good
bro.
marketing. They could have got it, kept it sensitive, I guess.
They should have
Caitlyn
just
coming
released a
out.
commercial.
Caitlyn coming out and like said good riddance and tag OJ. I thought that was wild. Somebody quote tweeted.
That's weak,
said,
bro.
Said you up next, mix die fire. I like to die.
Yeah, Shim got some nerves.
I know.
OJ beat her ass before the
He
surgery.
just mad. He just mad that OJ smacked his old lady and had Chloe while he was
definitely
with her.
smacked. Yeah,
That's all. I know Chloe devastated though. Her daddy gone.
OJ wouldn't be able to pull that off with a
Both
black
her
woman
daddies.
if he did murder.
Both her daddies gone.
Black woman would have got around OJ and shook him with that knife.
What y'all think?
His feet work towards the end. He wasn't moving like that. Had bad knees. What's up?
What y'all think OJ got in the will for the funeral?
Drive slow in the Bronco. You think?
Did they ever sell that Bronco? I want to go buy it.
You think the funeral drive be slow like already with the flashing lights? He about to like put all Broncos. That's what I would have did. I'd have put that in my
Bro, that's what man.
Come
bro,
on,
if I had
bro.
a Bronco, I should organize a Bronco ride down the 405, like a Bronco crew. All car owners, Bronco owners, we shut down the 405 for OJ one last
some
time.
white friends with
Oh
that.
yeah, all y'all get like Trump Bibles, put them on the dash.
You know I'm gonna have my
Just in
Trump
case.
Bob on the dash with my Trump flag hanging out the back of it.
You don't think you should probably move to like a MAGA safe state? You like living in a blue state, or you think you should live in a red state? I want to
Bro,
ask you that.
it's more MAGA people out here than believe it or not, bro.
Yeah,
No, they deep everywhere, but I'm just
Well,
saying
they-
you in a
they
blue
deep.
state. You don't feel
They
like
deep.
a sellout living in a blue state? No.
Nah, when the tax
Dang.
time come, I feel it. When I
They-
gotta
they-
pay my taxes, I feel it. I'd be like,
Yeah.
goddamn blue state, bro. Boy, they tax you for everything out here, boy.
You can't wait. Yeah, can't wait to get them Trump tax dollars. Yeah, they different. they different out there for sure. They definitely out there. Though.
Bro, you know they tax you out here for rainwater runoff.
Oh,
They
nice.
tax you for that. So for rain running off your property, there's a tax for that.
Brace the rudders! Raise the sails! Raise the sails!
Captain, an unidentified ship is approaching. Over.
Roger. Wait, is that an enterprise sales solution?
Reach sales professionals, not professional sailors. With LinkedIn ads, you can target the right people by industry, job title, and more. We'll even give you a $100 credit on your next campaign. Get started today at linkedin.com/results. Terms and conditions apply.
Epic views, waterfall mists, summit sunsets. It's all better outside. And with All Trails, you can discover the best of nature with over 450,000 trails around the world. Download the free app today and find your next adventure.
Insane, bro. Insane, bro. Property taxes in California is extremely high, and they raise them every year, bro. It's like up to $15,000, the average now.
Nice.
All right, I got a question for y'all boys. What's y'all rules of engagement for women trips? I mean, your old lady say I'm going on a girls only trip. You allow that type of shit in your life though?
Don't do nothing I wouldn't do.
Oh shit. That's
Oh shit, you do a lot of shit. Like,
Yeah, we don't-
No, no.
You left there.
We heard about the
I stay in the
Philippine
room.
trip.
Boy, I stay.
You
I
go to
bruh,
brothels, boy.
All my
The hell?
trips, all my. No, I
You
don't.
get 4-handed massages.
No, I don't. No, I
Like getting
don't.
this thing jerked from the back. Boy, we heard about you, man. I was just playing.
Hell
What's
no.
up?
I when I go on trips, man, my trips revolve around food places, bro, and sightseeing. Like I say, man, I trust you enough to go on a woman's trip, bro. Look, what you do in the dark will come to light. I'm not finna stress. If you want to go on a woman's trip, I ain't gonna say nothing. Do
You say
you?
that, but that shit don't be true, man. All your shit
Nah.
from the dark came to light.
What? I don't do nothing in the dark. I don't do nothing in the dark. I don't do nothing. I know DJ ain't saying I'm lying.
You definitely
I know
lying.
DJ.
Your asshole, boy.
DJ,
Yeah.
you might want to retract that, DJ.
Cap-
That's on
Caparoni
Facebook.
with the cheese.
Facebook comment.
Yeah, that's on Facebook. DJ, you might want to retract that.
Yeah, we
But
You ain't standing up. You ain't being a brothel lawyer for no reason. Like you standing up for that man in brothel court for a reason.
man, I had to go. I had to go rescue that dude. I had no
You
man
did
left
that, though.
behind. No man left behind. I had to go negotiate. He tore up the brothel. He tore up the massage parlor because he tore up some dude booty hole. So I had to go get him up out of there.
Whoa. I can't
did.
save a man that's moving like that. Like he gotta
Man,
go
it's
see
no,
on his
it's,
own.
it's no Americans left behind.
He dies.
No. We official now on the same team. He on his own.
Look, bro, that was a long ride back to the ship, bro. That boy had his head down. I said, "Boy, you nasty."
You
bro.
being the Buddha referee is out of control. I know you're a referee, but
I wouldn't have moved. No, I paid for the damages, man. We just got our compadre back home, and boy, he had to call his wife.
And man, he done dipped his stick in the
Booty
oil.
bandit.
I can't come pick you up, boy. Got
That
oil
boy was
on
known
that
as the
stick.
booty bandit around there, and you got beat up for it. But
Like,
no, I just believe.
Anywho, like, so like, let me ask you this. So you're not gonna ask who going on the trip? None of that. You just like, okay, just
No, she gonna tell me. If you respect me, you gonna tell me. You gonna say, "Hey, me, Keisha, Lisa, Delisha, we all going on a trip. We all going on a trip. I don't know. Be like, cool. I can't get mad. You know what I'm
so
saying?
who going on that trip matters or no?
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I'm not gonna cap about that because if you going, if you going with the freak off, Keisha, yeah.
Oh, she told you about the freak off?
See, now we got some rules of engagement.
You know your old lady tell you everything. If your old lady ain't gossiping with you, bro, then they ain't your old lady. If your old lady ain't telling you all the tea, bro.
Oh, she ain't telling you all the tea. You ain't got to worry about that.
Nah, man. She
ain't telling you all the tea.
Your old lady got to tell you all the tea, bro. If your old lady don't tell you all the fuck shit they friends do, bro,
you
get rid
ask
of
for
her.
it?
You can't trust.
They
they volunteer.
Getting all the shit. You not getting all the shit, bro.
Man, they telling me all the tea, bro.
You getting what she wants you to see.
Man.
For sure. To a certain extent, bro. You're not getting all the tea. Cause then her homegirl gonna look crazy. She can't let you know that they full fledged, like giving up threesomes and shit like that. She ain't even tell you all that.
Why not? Oh,
baby, she got a whole train ran on her about 6 dudes. She gonna tell you that?
Hey,
shit?
but speaking of that, remember the anonymous
Not going on that trip.
The anonymous email we got. The anonymous email we got about that scenario.
We're gonna get into that. Let's get to
Okay.
Trey, you got any girls only trip rules of engagement?
Hell yeah. No. Because, first of all, like, I don't even, like, you ain't got no friends right now. So that shit just pop up out of the blue. Like, y'all want to, like, you got some friends out of the blue. Y'all want to go on a trip overseas. Hell no. Motherfucker, like, what these motherfuckers pop up out of? Like, right now,
So
like,
they ain't got no friends, huh?
Hell no.
But here's the thing. Why she can't go? Why she can't go?
No, because if it's a friend that he's never met, so you would let your girl, like, if you never met and she said, I'm going on a girls trip, and there's some girls the women that you never met, you cool with that too?
I'll question it. I'll be like, why? But here's my thought. If I'm worried about her,
cool with it, yes or no? Are you cool?
No, I'm not. No, I'm not cool with it. But if she's adamant about going, here's the thing I learned in life, bro. 2-time MVP, bro. Hey, if they gonna cheat, they gonna cheat, dog. Ain't nothing gonna stop it, bro. Whether they gonna cheat in Jamaica or they gonna cheat in your house or down the street around the corner.
She damn sure gonna do it domestically. You ain't finna be on vacation with a passport, drinking my ties and shit.
Oh no.
So can you go on man only trip?
I don't fuck with a lot of niggas like that.
I mean, it's just gonna probably be just like my brother. I've been on men only trips, and it's usually just me and my brother, or if like another friend. But who I go on that trip, I'm pretty sure she gonna question that as well. If I'm going on a trip with a bunch of single dudes, I'm the only married guy, and like, yeah, it might get some questions of like why are you going on a trip with them?
I ain't gonna even lie. Just out of respect for my old lady, bro, I'm gonna be like, nah. If all the dudes single, bro, I'm not setting myself up for that argument. I'm not gonna set myself.
You just not gonna tell them?
No, I'm not gonna go. I'm gonna tell them, nah, bro. I want peace in my house. Look, 2-time MVP, bro. I've learned a lot from the 2 times. I was hard headed 2 times. I've recovered, and I know what to say and what not to do. That's just not something I'm gonna bring up to my old lady. I'm not gonna be like, yeah, I'm going with Craig, who's single, and she know he a cute dog.
So on her trip, like the woman being
DJ
single matter. Like if it matters on your trip, it gotta matter on her trip as well, right?
Yeah, but like I say,
You just said
If
it
she
don't though.
no, if like I say, if she's adamant about going, then I got my recourse, right? I might have to just rethink this whole marriage, to be honest with you.
Oh, for sure.
Because if I'm responsible enough to not go on singles because I respect you enough to not even put you in that predicament where you stressing or worried, then why should you even fix your lips to ask me that?
But why you stressing that word?
No, I'm not stressing the word. Old me would have stressed the word. New me, I'm too gangster for that. I'm gonna say, you want to go with your single friends? Cool.
Go,
Go
but
be
be
single.
done.
Go be single. Go be single.
Yeah,
Because
with
I'm
that.
not gonna
Like,
ask you.
Yeah. I'm with that type of vibes. Like, I think like like going on trips, who you with matters in every essence. Like if it's a bunch of single women, no, I don't like. I'm not gonna be comfortable with my old lady going on a trip with a bunch of women that ain't got no loyalty back at home. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just not the vibes and the environment you want to be in. You know what I'm saying? That's not an environment set up for success. You feel me? I
At
think
all.
like married people should have married friends. You feel me? Like most of my friends that I'm hanging out with are dudes that got wives. Like especially if we hanging out, I got friends that are single, of course, but the ones that I hang around with and go out with, 9 times out of 10 are married dudes, and that's not me trying to choose like married dudes. It's just I think a common cloth, like common mindset. We won't even talk about both of us being married or like marriage in group settings. It's just, we got things coming, so we kind of vibe and hang out in the same spaces. When it's time to go home, I think we can have the same type of idea. Like, yo, it's about time to like hit it, my dude. Like, it's late because we got families and shit. So from my perspective, like I've been out with like Stacks. Stacks will tell you quick when he was down here kicking it with me and working with me on a daily basis. Like, bro ain't finna hang out. That's a single friend that I got, but we're gonna be in a certain space, moving a certain way because, I got a certain way that I'm gonna move. And when he go do some single shit, he's like, all right, bro, I'm gonna catch up with you tomorrow. and that's the vibes, like I'm gonna holler at you, but I don't wanna be out to 2, 3, 4 in the morning, bro. Not because she's watching over my shoulder. It's just like, that's not the space that I'm in. I don't even, it ain't got nothing to do with her. I don't wanna be out there.
Yeah.
That's for sure. That's real. That's 100%. I agree with that, man. So again, if you fix your lips to ask me something like that, I've done something wrong because I wouldn't ask you that. And you feel emboldened to ask me that, then, like I say, by all means,
What if it was domestic?
What you mean, like a brunch?
Still, yeah, I don't care. Like if you pop up to me out of the blue with some friends that I don't know of, or some singles trip with that's a flag for me. Like I'm definitely gonna be like, what the hell's going on?
Oh, one of the comments say, a real woman from Miss Delisha. She said a real woman who's married can hang and go on trips with single women. And you can go be single with them. Absolutely.
No, I don't know. Everybody's definition of real is perspective. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think it goes back into line.
I'm not
like I
controlling
think the single people that you going on them trips with, I'm pretty sure that the person that you date know them people that you going on that trip with. If not, then I think that's where the red flag come in line. Like I'm not gonna like say, okay, I'm cool with my old lady going on a trip with a bunch of single people that I don't fucking know. Like, like that's where like, you gotta like, cause you wouldn't be comfortable with your man going on a trip with a bunch of single dudes and like, you don't know none of these motherfuckers and they just out there just doing,
turned up.
Yeah,
Turned up to the max, throwing it back. I just feel like it's a recipe. It's a recipe for disaster. That's what I feel. Going anytime you include, especially aggressive singles. There are some singles that's respectable that just might have got out of a relationship. You know what I'm saying? They doing some healing and they just want to go chill. They cooling. But then there's some singles, bro. They turned up, and I got homeboys that, nah, bro. After 9 o'clock, bro, we ain't hanging out because you're not about to have me hemmed up.
I can see why I think everything is in stages too. Like
She says no one can make you do anything you don't want to, and that's absolutely that's true. But I mean, people went to Diddy parties and look what happened.
No, influence is a thing. Influence is just a thing, bro. Like, I've been in some, like, nobody has made
I
me
just don't like to
do anything, but I've been in some environments where it was just like a married man shouldn't be in. You know what I'm saying? Like, you ain't even got to be full-fledged doing something. It's just certain environments married people shouldn't be in, you know? And if it's single people going out, it's going to be a certain type of vibe for the most part. And like the ratio in that room matters as well. You feel me? Yeah. And then nobody's going to control or do anything. I'm like Nova, like, hold on. I got to switch cameras.
Now, look, 100%. Nobody's going to make me do something I don't want to do. But here's the thing about me. I'm not going to put myself in that room or in that environment to even be questioned about what happened, what was my part in it, anything like that. So I'm going to remove myself from the whole situation so I don't have to explain anything.
See, I didn't go. Yeah, for me, I think like I'm not a 2-time MVP. Like, I haven't been divorced or anything like that. I think for me, like, if you were to do something outside of the ordinary of like, how we've been moving, then I think naturally, like, I'm going to question it. And then, and then how your response on like me questioning that is pretty much like says a lot for me. Like, we've been moving like and grooving like 19, 20 years into a relationship, and then you say out of the blue, like, I want to go on a singles trip with XYZ with people that I don't even know, then naturally I think anybody would just question, like, yo, where is this coming from? This is not like the same. Like, you moving different. So I think motives and like how, like, I guess like how you guys been rocking throughout that relationship kind of matters. It's like if you guys had a relationship built on trust, and you've been seeing like nothing new has popped up as far as like you going out and doing these type of moves, then naturally, like, all right, well, cool, go do your thing. But if it's something outside of the ordinary, I think anybody would question the man or female. Like, if it's something like you doing something different than like you naturally move, and then you're like, nah, bro, like you moving different now, or nah, you know what I'm saying? That's where like the red flags and shit pop up. When
it's
you
just like bachelor parties. I've turned down bachelor parties and didn't even bring them to my wife's attention. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm just like, I know it's finna go down in this bachelor party. You feel me? Could I go in that environment and be a decent human being? Yeah. But I'm not going to put myself in that room just because of that environment could just be disrespectful. I ain't got to do shit, but I can put myself in a disrespectful environment. So from that standpoint, like, I think certain situations, it matters who's single, who's not, what's that event going to be like. Is anybody going to force me to touch an ass or do anything inappropriate? Nah. But I don't want to put myself in that room because in that environment could just be disrespectful.
Or, you get a picture snap, and a picture can say 1,000 words, man. A picture can say 1,000 words, bro.
No, for
and
sure.
That's why I say I'd rather just not even be in the environment. So it ain't even, you get a bad angle on the picture, you be reaching for the ketchup bottle, and it look like you trying to smack old girl on the booty. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm good, bro. True story.
How many ketchup bottles you been reaching for?
One, bro. One my buy. So, like I say, it all depends on who she going on a woman's trip with, what questions I'm gonna raise, and if I disagree with the audience that she's gonna be in, the companies that she's keeping, and she's adamant about going, then, like I say, I got some reevaluation to do in my life because I'm not controlling. I'm not gonna control you. I'm not gonna control you. So you drew that line in the sand, and all I could do is do what I got to do.
I think it all just depends on the terms of the relationship, how you guys rock and move. Like, if you guys have a relationship where y'all are loose like that, then y'all can go and do
loose,
intermingle, and do whatever.
That's a bad word.
But you know what I mean, though. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if y'all got
we're just asking each other. So, like, if you listening and you got your own terms and conditions to your relationship, then we
hit us in the let us know.
We ain't telling you to change your life and nothing. We just talking amongst us and like what we would, rules of engagement amongst ourselves, like how we view certain things.
I just think it's it honestly, it boils down to the respect and what you and your significant other have communicated. Because that business should have already been clear a long time ago.
You can go grab all the ketchup bottles you want to, huh?
Nah, I don't. That's why I say I don't put myself in that environment to where anything could get misconstrued, a photo, anything. If I know I got some rambunctious homeboys, I'm not gonna be with them. I'm not going on no trips with them. That's just I gotta come home to this.
Bro, I just saw you doggone defend the doggone. You was a lawyer for the doggone transvestite.
Oh, what? Oh, that's I had to go get him. I had to save him. He had to come back to America, bro. So that's different. That was my job. I had to go save him. You know what I'm saying? But I gotta save myself too. Shit, I don't want no problems in my household, bro. I'm not finna ask my old lady, hey, can I go on a singles trip? Can I go on a trip with my single homeboys? Nah. Now, if I go with my partners that's married and she know them, then that's different. You know what I'm saying? And like we've been, me, Red Eyes, my boy H Dot, we went to Vegas for our boy T birthday. No, bro, we sat in the house. We got an Airbnb with a pool, bro. We sat in the house, cooked chicken wings, sat around a table, talk, sip, drink, laugh.
For the most part,
just vibe out. Yeah,
vibing. We just be vibing.
Yeah, we entertain no women, nothing, bro.
No doubt. Just be vibing. What we got? We got an email from somebody, right?
Oh yeah. Let's get into that, man.
Whole email.
So yeah, so we got a they want to remain anonymous. So hit us up, and they drop this email in the inbox, and it's
email or call us. We take calls too, and we'll play your call on here if you want to call. But let me go ahead and get the banner going, man. Before he read this email, if you want to engage with us via voicemail, give us a call at 404-939-5189. Leave us your thoughts, opinions, takes, or anything you may want us to chime in on. What's up, Nova? What you got, my guy?
So, okay, here goes. I'm enjoying the show. I have a few questions I would like answered on the show and a situation I would like to get the guys' feedback on. Question 1, what makes guys insecure when the woman is the breadwinner? Question 2, what would be the ideal non-relationship arrangement? Trips, gifts, sex. And then they gave us a situation that happened. So they said, her and the homegirls are having a discussion of a girls' night out, and the topic came up about the roles changing and the woman soliciting man. So Leah,
I got ADHD. We gotta do these bitches in like one at a time.
I was just thinking the same thing. Like, damn, I forgot the first question. Like, bro.
No, we're gonna go back. We're gonna go back. I'm just gonna read it. Okay. I'm just gonna read it for the guests. I'm just gonna read it for the guests. They said, so Leah thinks she should be able to call up a guy. They do whatever. When they're done, she should be able to leave his money on the dresser. He can fix her a sandwich and let himself out. Yeah, Jai and K thought it was funny initially. Hold up. What the hell? And Jai refused to pay a man for sex. Fast forward, yesterday, Jai decided to try the method aforementioned. She reached out to this guy.
You just say anonymous and you giving out names. What the hell going on?
No, they put the names in here. The names are anonymous.
I'm pretty sure
anonymous names.
Name was in.
Oh, these anonymous names. Okay.
Yes, these are made up names. She said she reached out to this guy and offered him $25 for him to give her some head. He declined. Yeah, he declined. Hold on, he declined because he always paid her $200.
Hold on, let me finish.
He always paid her $200. So she kind of offered, she said, I'll give you $40 and a 43-inch TV after learning that the TV at his house recently broke. He declined again and agreed to come perform for food. So he said, I'll just do it for food. Once he was done and was leaving, he attempted to grab the TV. She made him put it back. So the question is, what would the going rate be if the tables were turned? If $40 is the rate for women, I'm thinking it should be the same for men. So in what situation is this acceptable?
All this shit again, bro. By the time we get back to this,
hey, what's the likelihood of? Now I'm gonna paraphrase it. I'm gonna paraphrase
it. One.
So question 1: what make guys insecure when the woman is breadwinner? What makes a guy insecure?
I've never been in that scenario. I've met women that and dated a little bit, but wasn't insecure at all. But I've never been in a relationship with a woman that's breadwinner and having to have that type of insecurity. But I couldn't fathom, man. Like, I wish I would run into a breadwinner and I'm out here hunting, right? You know what I'm saying? She got a Benz and duffel bag deep into the 6 figures. Like, man, like I'm still dropping this off in your drawers regardless at the end of the night. I'm gonna be a man. I'm an alpha when I walk in the room. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm a king. So I ain't worried about no shit like that. So a dude, I couldn't say why. I've never been in that scenario.
I would say why. I would say a control issue. That dude lacks. He doesn't have a strong father figure, and he lacks control. He wants complete control of you, and he don't feel like he can control you because he doesn't have the means to control you because you can buy any and everything you want, and he can't. He don't feel like he can satisfy.
Gas him like that. I don't know. You probably gassed him up a little bit on that one.
Nah, it's a lot of dudes that's insecure because I work around a lot of high earning women, and the dudes they bring around it be exactly that. They want to control them in these aspects, so they end up being single.
So you don't think so you think the women want to control the dude? Is what you're saying?
No, I think the dudes want to control them, but they can't. How can you? Like, all right, if you got a fucked up mentality, how can you guide this woman if she already got the bag, right? What are you gonna do for her?
Let me pose this to you though. You don't think anybody that makes more money may have a little bit ego, male or female?
Oh, absolutely.
So you don't think if she has an inflated ego because she makes more, that she makes?
Oh, she will. She will.
So it's a two-way street then. It ain't. He just
don't want to get kicked out the house.
No, that's but it's like what we're saying, but it's a two-way street there. You're saying that a dude, then she can't be with a guy either. If she can't be, regular degular and treat him like a man because she has more money, then they both can't. She can't be with a guy that makes less than her as well if she can't act appropriately. You feel me? Like if she can't, if her ego is inflated because she makes more than the man, they both have I can't date up or date down. Like neither one of them could date up or down. You feel me?
Yeah, I think at some point you got to take like wages out of the equation and kind of like bring things back to like, like true natural, like, all right, why am I into this person? Like what about this person makes me feel like, I want to give my all to them and they want to give their all to me. Like at some point you got to take the money out of it and bring things to its true essence of love. I think when you start to say, okay, just because I make more than you, you have to do what I say. But
some people already go with that predisposition, like, oh, she make more than me, so because you got an ulterior motive. You got an ulterior motive.
Like from my perspective, like I've been with my wife and she made more than me coming into our relationship, and I never looked at it as a you make more than me, so you make the decisions, or I make more than you, so I make this decision. It's always been based on like, we both are in this shit together for each other. Yeah. It wasn't nothing about like who makes the most. It was about like we better each other in life and let's bring more life onto this earth. It wasn't about like, all right, what I bring to the table, you bring to the table. If you don't equate to, if you don't have this XYZ, then I can't fuck with you, or if you can't get in line with what I have.
And that's the real. That's the real. You just spit some real shit right there.
It could be more subtle though, right? I think like it don't have to be, you fall in line with what I got going on. I think some of the ego could be subtle things. It could be small things. It don't have to be as brash. But like somebody that have the ego, male or female. Like if I make more than you, like here's the thing, because I'm just gonna be like all the way of being with it. Like it's hard to like even these women that say they want a guy to pay 100% of everything. That shit coming with a price. That man, you think that man, if that man paying all the bills, that like he's not gonna have an ego and move a little bit differently around that house? Like society and life tells us 9 times out of 10 he is. So I think like it's kind of just like on some natural life society stuff, bro. And I think even like I tell my daughter when dating a man, of course you want like to pursue people that are just as ambitious as you, but like you got to be careful with wanting a guy to pay for everything, because that comes with some other strings attached sometimes. Yeah, it comes with some control, like in a lot of instances, and I think that's like it just becomes a natural thing. So you got to be able to hold and carry your own weight in every scenario, and I'm with you as well. Like it's got to be founded on love. Like you want relationships to be based around that, but The question she's asking, just from a general standpoint, why do men feel some insecurities when dating a woman that
ain't a man.
That make more than, you know what I'm saying? You say? I'm sorry.
I say he ain't a man. To me,
Yeah,
if your old lady being a breadwinner makes you feel insecure, bro, you ain't a man. It doesn't matter what we bring into this house. It's what we are. We both got the same goal.
What I'm saying is, like, she has to check herself too. Like, am I exuding ego because I make more money than him? Like, of course he may feel some type of way, but I think I always revert back to self. Like, if a person is acting a certain way around me, I always try to ask myself, am I exhibiting something that make them act like that, right? So in a woman's standpoint, to the young lady that's asking this question is like, I make more than this dude. Am I exuding, giving off that energy, that big clit energy of, like choosing his appetizer and shit like that?
Yeah.
I think this goes back to what I was trying to say is about, like, it's not always business. Like, I don't think, like, you can't equate, like, marriage to business, because, like, business, there's no emotions involved. Like, business, like, you always
Some
say
people do have emotions involved in business.
But we always say, okay, it's not personal, it's business. Why do we say that?
Emotions is different. Personal is different than emotional,
right?
You need to separate the emotions when you're making business decisions.
And you should separate the personal as well. But I don't know, like, how, like, if marriage went business, you won't have to sign a contract.
It is. Marriage is definitely business. Relationships are business. And I feel like if you treat them like business, I think you'll move better, because when you're doing
love isn't business, but marriage is. Like, it's two different things.
How do you intertwine the two, love and marriage? If it's,
I mean, hopefully you're getting married because you're in love, but that's not always the case. Like, there's a stat out there that arranged marriages last longer than love, so-called I'm getting married for love marriages. Like, the actual business arrangements of marriages, when it's actually done, that like the stats around the world say those last longer. It is business, but I don't think love is business. But the institution of marriage, from getting married and getting divorced and everything in between, is business, man.
Yeah. For sure. Yeah. So move on to the second question. What would be the ideal non-relationship arrangement? Trips, gift, or sex? So basically, not a relationship.
What would be the idea?
What would be the ideal non-relationship arrangement? Trips, gifts, or sex?
Oh, trips for me.
So if y'all just getting booty together, what would be the idea? What would you want to receive as your payment? If you just
I got a sugar mama. I got a sugar mama type.
Yeah.
Okay.
But she wants sugar though. She hits you up. What's the arrangement? What you want to receive? I want trips. Take me on a trip.
You gonna get flew out?
Flew me out, baby. Flew me out.
Like a bad bitch, huh?
Yeah. Fly me out the country. Get my passport stamp. Yeah.
Leave your glass boot strap in foreign country.
Man, she gonna be pissed off. Fly your ass out for 2.5 minutes.
2.5 minutes. Repeatedly though. Repeatedly.
Oh, you run it back. You can bring the honey pack.
Yeah, run it back.
Yeah.
Run it back.
Travel with that honey pack. You gotta travel.
Outside the country, you get 6 minutes. Inside the domestic, 2.5.
Bring 2 honey packs.
6 minutes outside the country, 2.5 in the country. So your choice.
I don't know if you could. That shit may be contraband, like the honey packs. Like
they shit ain't gonna hit. Right?
No, they sell them over there.
They sell them over there. Oh shit, you know,
yeah.
Huh?
Yeah, they got street vendors.
He got foreign stock.
I don't trust them street vendors. They be selling fake Cuban cigars. They might have the fake honey.
Fly me out though.
You said trips,
money,
gifts.
Or what? Oh, gifts.
Yeah,
I'm down for experiences, man. I'm not really a gift guy, so like, you trying to go somewhere?
I can buy myself.
I'm with Nova. Fly me out, babe.
Fly me out. That. You know what I'm saying? I want to take that picture on the balcony, and you come up behind me holding me while I'm on the balcony. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
take
you let anybody?
I want to get on a cruise and do the Titanic. Stay on the front of the bow and do that type of shit with you. Yeah, that flu beating your ass, boy. That's Rona. That got a little kick to it.
Yeah, that bitch had a little twerk.
That shit.
But
That's
I would.
nice on
What
it,
you
didn't
what
it?
you want, Trey? What you want?
I said from the gate trips.
Boy had a switch
Trips.
on that car.
So we are trips. You get a different. You get that trip.
You getting us virtually sick with that.
You get trip sex.
Smith and Wesson kick.
You get trip sex. If you want regular, man, I want trips and sex for non-relationship arrangements.
I mean, they got to intertwine. They got to be synonymous.
Fly me
right?
out. Fly me out, baby.
I'm
Fly
pretty
me
sure
out.
she gonna fly you out for nothing.
Sugar mamas is flying out. You had a chick fly you out before?
Yeah, I got flued out before.
You got flew out before? Where you
What
went?
they flew you to? He don't want to talk.
That boy looked like he was talking to the feds when we asked that shit. Then it boy like,
Take me out.
cut.
Cut.
Is this live?
Cut the tape. Cut the tape. Okay.
Shout out to being
I
flew
gotta
out.
be damn these niggas ass bitches on live.
All
I've
right.
been
So
flew out before. That's dope.
So moving on to the situation. What are your thoughts on that? She called the buddy over for sex. She offered him 25 initially. He declined. He said, "Because I give you 200 every time." So she's like, "All right, bet. I'm gonna give you $40 and a 43-inch TV to come over."
A 43-inch TV. Like,
Who the hell got a
I
43
know
inch?
that shit like Kawasaki TV or some shit. It's some wild brand.
RCA.
Who got you got
Honda.
the 3 inch?
It's an Asian company that don't normally make TVs and some shit.
Boy, you got
But-
a 40
but-
inch. I don't say no 43. Don't even add extra 3 to that shit. Nigga, you got a
3
40 inch.
inches?
Inches matter. Inches, but she did it because
I remember
she
cuz something's off.
hold on. She did it
Something is
because
wrong here.
his TV was broke at his
Yeah,
house, so
it
she
was.
did it. So she did it for that purpose. See, she was that's a thoughtful gift. His TV broke. Here's $40 and a 43-inch, and you get to give me head. That's what she was saying.
Hold on,
She
hold on one
offered
second.
25.
You offered 25. Hold on 1 second.
Lord, I come to you as humbly as I know how. But the vagina you gave women to multiply and be fruitful, they down here selling it, Lord, and I don't know what you want me to do.
Hey, man. But so
I should about 100.
he said no because I give you 200. She said, all right, bet. I'm gonna give you 40 and a 43-inch TV because your TV broke. So I'm gonna help you out. He declined it and said, I just want some food. And then he got there.
Ooh, you a real thought, bro.
Yeah, I say that's what I'm
That
like.
boy a real thought. Like,
So-
what kind
so-
of thought behavior?
Yeah,
for
I mean, what
food?
kind of food he talking about? He went to Costco with
Bro,
it.
that's bird behavior, bro. Like performing tasks for food is bird behavior. This is what
Yeah.
we criticize the women for.
And
Go
then
ahead.
she said once he was done, he
shit.
attempted
Once
to
he was
grab the
done.
TV. He attempted to grab the TV and she made him put it back because she said, no, you didn't want the 40 in the TV. You said cook food.
Oh, she probably can't cook.
Standing on business. nigga.
Yeah, he wasn't standing on business at all.
She probably could cook though. Like, what she cook some bullshit and you like, man, come on, bro. Like, I can't. Nigga, give me the 40.
First of all, like you tried dog the $25. Like his and she said that was for some brain.
Yeah, for some head.
His shit
For
must
some
be
head.
whack for $40. Like for her to offer the 40 like a dude, like it's hilarious. For him to be
So-
negotiating a 43-inch TV and the $25 and end up doing it for like food, like this guy don't have no self-respect, man.
So now
City
the
Boys has
question.
lost one here. What's up?
So now the question she
The head
says,
might not be that good though.
what would be the going rate if the tables would turn? If $40 is the rate for women, I'm thinking it should be the same for men. She's like,
Oh,
is it
you-
not acceptable?
No, that
What's-
$40 work on these streets, boy. That look bad, boy. Go ahead.
So what's your going rate for head?
And you making me be a prostitute on the show, like I don't appreciate that. But it's gonna be expensive, man. Especially like first of all, it's not really like you just can't be offering them services everywhere. Like I don't know what type of games they playing, but like hygiene's a motherfucker, bro. And I can't just be offering them service. I maybe have to do like a quality control type inspection before I even give you a price type.
But
shit.
I'm sure they got a history. If
That's
she
it.
know that his TV broken, I'm pretty sure they got a history.
yeah.
So
yeah.
say
a little
you
history,
just
I'm already
assuming,
doing it. I'm already
yeah.
Now I gotta pay. At that point,
She just want the
I might
head.
already-
She like don't want no sex. She just want the head and you to leave after.
I mean, it's good.
I'm not doing that, dog. I'm not there's no price on me. Just you really got to come out. $40 ain't. You don't have to get in the racks. For me,
I
to
know
just
my worth. Yeah.
come eat a box and go home. Like that's crazy.
So how much you charging? How much you charging for your head only?
It's like when you go to the restaurant and they have like market price on the fish and shit. That's how my shit gonna be. Depending on how I'm feeling, dog.
So 45.
Hell no.
The market price in the city 45.
We starting at $500. We already food, man. We fool around
Give me
already.
$500 for the head. Like,
But
you gotta think about it. Like,
I gotta go home. I ain't getting off. I ain't getting my rocks
for the
off.
head only.
It's a service call.
You just about to go down there and do your little tornado tongue and then just bounce for $25, nigga, and a 43-inch.
No, she said 40. She said 40 and a 43, and you ain't got no TV at your house. So now you done came
I
up.
don't give a damn, nigga. I can watch my phone.
43 inches. You might as well watch your phone.
Yeah.
We put that shit up in the laundry room.
Well, what price? What's your price, Nova?
What's my price?
Can't put that
You
shit
gotta
in your
fly me out
room
for
or the
something
living
like
room. That shit going in the kitchen, 43 inches, man. Put that shit above the fridge. The hell about doing
that
that
motherfucker? Yeah.
So okay,
that shit in the car. What do you mean?
But with this type of arrangement,
that's your Trump Bob.
The reason this arrangement is made is because the girl don't want no feelings, right? She just want to get off and she wants you to leave.
You gonna feel something after I finish?
No. What's the likelihood of feelings getting involved with this type of arrangement? Do you think like
She's already involved?
Show you something. After the magic I pull off, like there's gonna be some feelings involved. Whether the $40
are you shooting for? Are you shooting for feelings or are you not?
I'm shooting for a job well done.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm shooting. Like I'm not shooting for the 43-inch TV and $25.
You're not shooting for that?
Yeah, Trey trying to get some gratuity.
Oh yeah.
What's the tip like then?
Nigga, I want your life insurance.
So okay, so you get called over for some head, and she pay your fee. What's included in your fee for head? Do you wipe them up after? You get a warm towel?
I'm not no hooker, bro. I don't know what the services is. You just act like you can't get deep into this. Now we got to put together a whole blueprint.
Yeah, he's trying to figure out his menu on how he want to.
Are you offering a la carte, like head only this many minutes?
I'll offer you some jokes.
That's it.
Some Netflix and chill. Like that type of shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, it could be some other things you want to. Companionship. Y'all motherfuckers be lonely. Y'all want attention. I laugh at you little shitty work jokes, all that type of shit.
So that's included in the service?
Yeah. Like I pretend that you're funny. You know what I'm saying? Hug
what if they want you to make them a sandwich? What if they want you to make them a sandwich before you leave?
I'm not against that, depending on what what the pocket's looking like. I'm not against making you a sandwich.
So is that extra? Would that be like when you checking out in the cart? Would it be like plus $25?
It's like when you get the Marshalls and they got all the shit in the aisle. They get your last minute before you get some random gummy bears and lotion and socks and shit like that.
Yeah, it depends on your credit score.
Okay, so 500 your going rate for head, just a head call.
So
what is yours?
That'd be 700 up.
We didn't get yours. What's your rates?
What's my rate? It's gonna be I say about.
Yeah, he doing a pork sandwich.
A pork chop sandwich. A pork chop sandwich. No pro. But there are some scenarios where pro bono is authorized.
Okay.
Rihanna. That's pro bono. I do some pro bono.
What do you mean? Kind of backstage pass is this? I'm signing up, baby. All right, whatever.
That's pro bono work. That's pro bono work. If Rihanna called, that's.
I'm there ASAP.
I take care of everything.
Okay. You take care of everything. Rihanna called and said, "Hey, I need you to come through with your pro bono work." She slide down the drawers and it's just full of
bushes,
cottage cheese.
Whoa, man! What kind of shit you on?
What kind of what? Why would she have cottage cheese in the?
What is show going?
Just say it's
I'm
bushy.
trying to see what your pro bono.
If it's bushy,
like.
if she got cottage cheese coming out of there, I'm gone. I'm out of there. I'm out of there. She better hope I sign the NDA because I'm gonna go sell this to TMZ.
Some states.
Because I'm offended. You pulled down this and you had leakage. Man, I'm going to TMZ, bro. That's disrespect. Now she pulled down and had a bush. Then I'm going. I've been in the jungle before.
We know.
I'm not turning that down.
You've been in the Philippines.
Not on Riri.
Little hair never scared nobody, man.
No. Not on Riri, baby. be spitting later.
But them be the ones that got the diseases though.
What kind of you did research on?
Man,
this?
damn, Trey just got to ruin everything, man.
The diseases high up in the hairs.
You know his algorithm. You know his algorithm be full of shit, man.
Man, I'm telling you, man. Look it up, man. The hairs they carry germs.
Oh, for sure, but it ain't. They ain't what the disease is happening. That disease is happening in the poking and pulling and the ejaculations and whatnot. We getting a little graphic on this show. This is a family show. We apologize.
She just hiding the herpes.
Yeah, oh man, here we go, bro. Just ruin it for everybody, Trey. Can I just live in fantasy land, Trey? You gotta come. You give us Mike Tyson in underwear boxing with thongs on. What else he give us? I'm surprised you ain't have OJ riding a 6'4" Impala down the freeway.
No, I told you. I gave you my OJ.
Sipping on gin and juice.
You want to defend that one. You was like, hey man, look, man, he ain't no coon.
Yeah, but my price for the head probably about $700 because I got 5, so $700. But with that, it comes a lot of services. You get a hot, warm towel, get wiped off.
That's polite service.
You get a cup. You get a cup of water.
Well, learned a lot in age.
Sound like lifetime.
Yeah, I give you a cup. I give you a cup of water. And some other stuff. So yeah, it's a good service. Full service.
You ever had like? Let me shut up. I was about to go somewhere. I can't go there right now. Things are good around here.
All right. So we at the 1 hour 30, man. You know,
rain going crazy over here.
I hear it. But I'm feeling it right now. So
y'all ready to wrap it up?
A good show.
Yeah,
oh yeah,
we out of here, man. Good show, man. Flu game for my guy, man. Flu game, bro.
Oh yeah.
We're back at it Sunday. Make sure y'all pull up and hang out with us. It's the Coach Uncut Podcast. We appreciate all the engagement. Send us emails. Send us voicemails. Again, that voicemail is 404-939-5189. Go subscribe to us on YouTube. If you don't have a YouTube account, make one for your fellas, man. We appreciate that, all that support.
And you can play back the show on Apple Podcasts. Anywhere you can listen to podcasts, you can play the show back on. Look up Culture Uncut Podcast. We're on every platform there is. If you're just sitting in the car and you want to jam out, go listen to us on every platform that you listen to your typical podcast on. We're there. All right, Spotify, iTunes, Apple Podcasts, Google, Tidal.
We're more handsome on YouTube though. So
yeah, you get to see my flu game face.
So you can listen to the show in your Bronco. You know, you can listen to the show while you in the kitchen chopping up some vegetables or whatnot.
Or you on the way over to your call, your service call. You can listen to it. Hey, don't accept those $40, fellas. Don't cheap yourself.
Don't accept a 43-inch TV. That's what you're
doing. So you got qualms not with the $40. You got qualms with the 43-inch TV.
Yeah, the TV disrespectful. Like I know it's a bullshit TV at 43 inches, dog. Like what? Who is making inches at 3? You ever bought an odd-inch TV?
No, that big gotta be 50, 60, 70.
I guess 65, 55. Yeah. But
would you do it for a 65-inch TV? If your TV broke?
Bro, TVs are cheap nowadays, bro. You go get one of them, like you get a TV for $500. Like,
why you think Best Buy out of business?
They're going out of business. Like not yet, Trey. You're a little ahead of your curve.
I know. You know his algorithm. He already seen it.
They do.
Hey, we out of here, man. Peace, love, and blessings. See y'all on Sundays. The Coach Uncut Podcast.
This podcast is brought to you by Aura. By the time you hear about a data breach, your information has already been exposed for months. On average, companies take 277 days to report a breach. That's 9 months where hackers have access to your personal data. That's why we're thrilled to partner with Aura. Aura is an all-in-one digital safety solution that monitors the dark web for your phone number, email, and social security number, sending real-time alerts if your info is found. It also includes a VPN, password manager, and data broker removal to help keep you safe. For a limited time, Aura is offering a 14-day free trial plus a dark web scan to check if your personal information has been leaked, all for free at aura.com/safety. That's aura.com/safety to sign up and protect your loved ones. That's AURA.com/safety. Terms apply. Check the site for details.